We are live now. So, good evening, everyone. This is Hiba Awesome, the founder of Guardians of AfroArab Leadership Initiative, and with me is my partner Leary from Zimbabwe. He is the co-founder of the initiative as well. I am from Egypt. And let me speak in Arabic first, and Leary will talk about what I'm going to talk about in English. فمساء الخير عليكم جميعا من مصر. أنا اسمي هبة عاصم، مؤسس مبادرة حراس القيادة الإفريقية والعربية. خليني كده أديلكم فكرة عامة هي إيه المبادرة وإحنا بنعمل إيه وإحنا موجودين النهاردة هنا ليه. المبادرة ببساطة شديدة جدا هي مبادرة رقمية اتعملت على الفيسبوك. كانت الفكرة كلها ان احنا نجمع الشباب العربي والافريقي في مكان واحد، بما اننا متشابهين في حاجات كتير بس للأسف الشديد احنا ما نعرفش حاجات كتير عن بعض. ففكرنا ان احنا نعمل موضوع المبادرة ده ان احنا نجمع الشباب العربي والافريقي في مكان واحد، نوفر لهم منصة او مكان يتبادلوا فيه الخبرات، يعبروا فيه عن آرائهم، يتعلموا فيه مهارات جديدة وما إلى ذلك. بدأنا زي ما قلت لكم في أكتوبر 2020، يعني السنة اللي فاتت. كانت أول حاجة عملناها هي حوارية أو جلسة نقاشية عن القيادة عبر السلام. اتكلمنا فيها ازاي الإنسان يبقى قائد وازاي يستخدم السلام في ممارسته للقيادة. مش لازم يكون في منصب سياسي علشان يصنع السلام، سواء يعني في نفسه أو في الدائرة القريبة حواليه أو في مجتمعه، ولكن السلام بيبدأ من السلام الداخلي ثم بينتشر إلى أبعد من ذلك. الحاجة الثانية اللي عملناها بعد كده، عملنا برنامج تدريبي بالتعاون مع منظمة أو مؤسسة الشباب الأفرو آسيوي ومكتبها القطري في اليمن. البرنامج كان اسمه الشباب وأهداف التنمية المستدامة. البرنامج كان عبارة عن يومين، يوم بالعربي ويوم بالإنجليزي. كان هدفه إن احنا نعلم الشباب أو نعرفهم أكتر إيه هي أهداف التنمية المستدامة وإزاي إحنا كشباب نقدر نطبقها في سواء حياتنا اليومية أو حياتنا العملية، لأن هي مش بس استراتيجية محطوطة كده على الحيطة بنبص عليها وبنتكلم عنيها، لا هي المفروض تبقى أسلوب حياة بنستخدمه في أي حاجة إحنا بنعملها. كمان عملنا بالتعاون مع مؤسسة أو مجلة ماستر مايند في زيمبابوي. ليوري هو المؤسس بتاعها وهو المدير بتاعها. كانت الفكرة إن إحنا عايزين نكرم أو نعرف الشباب على أفضل 30 شاب عربي وإفريقي تحت سن 30 سنة. طب ليه عايزين نعمل الموضوع ده؟ إحنا دايما للأسف الشديد ساعات بيتاخد عننا فكرة كشباب إن إحنا ما عندناش القدرة إن إحنا نعمل تأثير في المجتمع، وإن إحنا دايما بنستنى حد يدينا الفرصة، أو إن إحنا يعني متوكلين على كل الحاجات، أو مستنيين أي حد، اللي هو مستنيين وظيفة، مستنيين حد يعمل لنا حاجة علشان نبدأ نشتغل وما إلى ذلك. حبينا إن إحنا نقول للناس لا، إحنا في عندنا قادة شباب ما استنوش أي حاجة، هم عملوا الشغل بتاعهم على الأرض، ليهم تأثير في مجتمعاتهم وما استنوش أي حاجة، بأقل الإمكانيات وأقل التكاليف قدروا يحققوا تأثير في مجتمعهم. فتحنا التصويت أو الترشيحات، فتحنا باب الترشيحات لأي حد هو شايف إن في حد أو شخص في دماغه هو ده اللي شايفه أفضل قائد عربي وإفريقي من وجهة نظره. تلقينا ترشيحات كتيرة، وبعد يعني مراحل عدة وصلنا لل30 قائد أو ال30 بطل عربي وإفريقي. ال30 بطل من 21 دولة عربية وإفريقية. امبارح كان أول يوم نتكلم معاهم، اتكلمنا مع 11 متحدث منهم، والنهاردة بنكمل كلامنا مع باقي المتحدثين. أتمنى لكم إن شاء الله إن أنتوا تستفيدوا من تجاربهم، وإن احنا نعمل زي كونكشن مع بعض، نتواصل أكتر ونقدر نتبادل الخبرات أكتر، ويبقى ده بس مجرد بداية لتواصل فعال فيما بعد ممكن ينتج عنه شراكات كويسة. هسيب الفلور دلوقتي لليري. Leary, the floor is yours. Leary, you are muted.
Sorry about that. Thank you very much. Like I was saying, my name is Leary Masawi from Zimbabwe, and she is Heba Sem from Egypt. She is the founder of this initiative. She's the brains behind this great initiative of Guardians of Afro-Arab Leadership, an initiative that is basically meant to bridge the gap, the divide between the Middle East, the Arabic region, and Africa. in order to bring the youth from both continents and regions to work together to fight against common challenges that are facing both regions. As you probably know, most of you might be religious or you might have read in history. The history of both regions has been so intertwined from as far back, whether you are Christian or you're Muslim or any other religion, you realize both prophets have been on both continents and regions, right? This is something that brings us together. You also look at our political leaders. They've worked together fighting colonialism, fighting against big challenges, and they've managed to win. And we take from that, we take heart from that, in realizing that it has been done before. And we, as the youth of today, we can emulate that, coming together, working together, and we can achieve the challenge, the targets that have been set for things like Agenda 2063, the SDG goals, and other things, in order to make the life of the Arabic region, African region, better for the youth and for everyone in it. And for the, like she mentioned, although she was speaking in Arabic, I'm one of the co-founders of Mastermind Magazine, which was a partner in this initiative with Guardians of Afro-Arab Leadership to bring together the youth of both regions, like I said earlier on, Africa and the Arabic region. The purpose is, like I mentioned earlier on, or yesterday rather, when you watch the news, when you watch mainstream media, they talk about the negatives. Most focus is on the negatives, but we all know that there is a lot of youth out there who are doing a lot of great stuff. We're doing a lot of good things within their communities, in business, in entrepreneurship, in education, in social service. But these people do not get the recognition that they require or that they deserve, rather. And this is the reason why we came up with this initiative. Why do not we change the narrative for once? Why don't we change the tone of speaking? Why don't we focus more on the people that are making the big change? And this is how we came up with this AfroArab Champions 30 under 30. And as we moved on, we decided, okay, why don't we bring together every one of you guys? Because the main purpose is to connect, not just to reveal the goodness, but also to connect each one of you guys. Because like we saw yesterday, there are various people within the initiative that are working on the same kind of projects that can help each other with skills, that can help each other with connection. And this is the reason why we came up with this platform, so that we meet, we discuss, we share stories, and we can connect and work together for a better Afro-Arab region. Having said that, without wasting much of your time, I'd like to introduce the first speaker for today, and that will be Mr. Hussein Abdurazak from Kenya. Are you around, sir?
Yes, I am around. Good
That's
evening,
great.
everybody. Good evening from Kenya.
Sorry, sir, Mr. Hussein.
Yes, I am around. Good evening, everyone.
A bit more energy, sir. Thank you very much.
Oh,
You can go ahead.
all right. I don't know if you guys can hear me well. Can you all hear me well and clearly?
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Yes. So my name is Mr. Hussein Abdurazak, and I'm calling all the way from Kenya. It's actually 8:30 p.m., almost 8:30 p.m. in Kenya, and I'm quite humbled to be amongst the Afro-Arab Champions 2020. And thank you so much for the founders of this great initiative, and for the aim that you guys have had to be able to make a difference and change the narrative of the African continent, by first and foremost starting by recognizing the various youth who are trying to make or striving to make a difference in the community, and as well as connecting them together so that we can be able to network and work together, because alone, working individually, we can reach so far. But when we work collectively, we can reach way, way, way further and make a difference in our communities and raise the status of the African continent. So basically, I was supposed to talk about my leadership journey as a youth, and I won't speak much in regards to it. I would just give a brief intro into who I am and what I do, and basically why I started whatever I started, and so far what we've been doing so far. So by profession, I'm a human resource training and development manager, as well as a career guidance counselor. I'm a civic leader. I'm a mentor, as well as a life coach. So basically, my leadership journey started back in 2012 when I started a small initiative called La Masia Academy. And the reason why I started this is because having grown up as an orphan, I saw so many youth struggle to get direction, or for people to be able to show them on the which way or which path to follow, or which decisions to make to be the right decisions, as well as how they can be able to elevate themselves. I saw so many youth fall into drugs, fall into violent extremism, fall into terrorism, as well as so many vices, and majority of them gave up quite easily. So the first initiative that I started was La Masia Academy, which was empowering youth through sports, arts, and talent, but at the same time giving them the tools to be able to actualize their dreams and their talents, and showing them that irrespective of whether they have little resources or little finances or little connections, they can use those resources to be able to achieve their goals. So eventually the organization grew and it was transformed into Focused Muslim Youth Organization, which was a non-profit community-based organization that focused on empowering the youth and the less fortunate, mainly the widows and the orphans in the society. For Focused Muslim Youth, initially it focused mainly on Muslim society from the coastal region of Kenya. But as we grew and people started seeing the impact of our projects that we focused on in transforming orphanages, transforming orphans, doing mentorship programs in schools, doing charity programs in the community, eventually we had also non-Muslims who had started developing interest in some of these programs that we started. And eventually we after discussing with our board of advisors and as well as our members and our strategic partners, we were able to change the name of the organization into Global Youth Projects. And Global Youth Projects mission is to be able to make a difference in the community. And we focus on 3 thematic areas, which is the first one is countering violent extremism through building peaceful coexistence of the youth through sports, arts, and talent. The second one is facilitating youth empowerment through capacity building programs, which so far we've done over 17 capacity building programs. And then the third one is advancing poverty eradication through sustainable projects like aquaponics, digital training, and digital marketing skills training as well. All these are in the aim of to be able to achieve SDG 1, SDG 8, and SDG 16. So this is my leadership journey and Global Youth Project so far from 2013 up to now 2021. We have done so many programs. Our signature programs are our annual capacity building programs, which trains the youth on mastering the art of self-leadership and character development. Then we provide them with 3 to 6 months mentorship program. Then we connect them to the various networks that can be able to guide them to be able to actualize and achieve their dreams. Then after that, we take them, we actually ask them to also do the same with the other youth or the networks under them. The second signature program is called Youth Seminar Series, which we started in 2018. And so far we've conducted 4 youth seminar series. This year was supposed to conduct the 5th one, but because of COVID-19, we are still observing it. The Youth Seminar Series is a platform where the youth can be able to come and meet with various experts, as at the same time mention the challenges they're facing. Thank you for muting. Yes, the youth can be able, in this seminar, they can be able to state their problems, the challenges, and collectively as youth, together with the experts we bring in this particular seminar, which always attract up to 1,500 youth and above every year. They're able to get solutions, and we connect them with various networks from education, from technology, from community service to various opportunity, SMEs, small enterprises. So this is the second signature program. The third signature program that we also conduct every year is the annual football tournament and art exhibition, which is meant to counter violent extremism and radicalization in the coastal region and Kenya at large. And we focus on bringing various organizations of youth from different regions in the coastal region as well as in Kenya to participate in this tournament, football tournament, as well as arts and sports exhibition, which brings youth from various parts of the country and coastal area of Kenya, and hence uniting the youth to work together towards eradicating violent extremism and radicalization, and showing them the ways they can be able to utilize the skills, the talent, the knowledge they have have in the right way, and how they can be able to actualize it and actually transform it into an income generating project, whether they are an artist, whether they're singers, whether they're artists, they're painters, they're footballers, etc., etc. So the other programs we do are empowerment programs in orphanages, empowering widows, whereby every year we provide them with relief food. At the same time, we train them on aquaponics, hydroponics, and also providing them with platforms whereby they can be able to network with other various stakeholders and elevate themselves forward. With all this said, our mission is we believe, our vision as Global Youth Project is, we believe in living in a world in which the youth operate in their natural best, both in leading, serving, and inspiring change, and doing so for themselves. And for this reason, we aspire to start a capacity building incubation center within the next 5 years, which will be like a safe space for the youth to be able to come and be away from the vices like drugs, violent extremism, extortion, and all those vices that youth engage in. And at the same time, other than just being a safe space, it's a space whereby the youth can be able to get the resources, the facilities, the materials to be able to transform their lives and change their lives. And we are thinking of having 4 departments. One is sports, arts, and talent department. The second one is entrepreneurship department. The third one is the charity department. And the fourth one is education department. So these are our departments that we currently work with. And we are looking forward to having the physical capacity building incubation center, which will become a transformational center for transforming the lives of youth. So this has been my leadership journey. And up to now, we've been able to directly impact the lives of over 6,000 youth, and indirectly we've been able to impact the lives of over 10,000 youth. At the same time, we've been able to impact the lives of over 2,000 widows during the same particular period. And over the past 2 years, we were engaging in the COVID-19 projects. And mainly so far, we are currently working on the education projects in providing free educational materials to the youth who are currently candidates and cannot afford online education, and as well as providing relief and education relief products to the less fortunate, and last but not least, doing sensitization programs on COVID-19. So this is my introduction in regards to Global Youth Project. Other than that, I also run my own company. It's called the Voice of the African Youth Initiative, which empowers the youth through personal development, mentorship programs, and also a consultancy that offers leadership programs and development for the youth. Lastly, I'm a Red Cross Society volunteer, and I take part in major projects like COVID-19 rescue programs, as well as also volunteer at Green Crescent Society of Kenya, which aims at empowering the youth through eradication of addiction of all sorts, and giving them the right materials and the right resources to transform their lives. So I think this is enough for me for today as an introduction, unless there will be other questions, but this is my leadership journey. And since 2012, it has been a long journey, filled with up and down, failures and success. But my biggest success would be to be recognized under the top 30 under 30 Afro-Arab champions. Secondly, I was also awarded the top 100 most influential Muslims in Kenya in 2019 by the Muslim Media Company under the philanthropy and lifestyle category. And I was also awarded by the Digital Opportunity Trust under the youth street teams alumni team, whereby I was amongst the top 43 youth who are making a difference in the world globally, especially during COVID-19. And I was also awarded under Wangari Maathai Foundation, who's a Nobel Peace Prize, as one of the national award winners in 2020 for the difference we're making in the society. And last but not least, I'm a Young African Leadership Initiative alumni, a cohort 33 alumni, and this is my leadership journey up to now. And I hope that we can be able to work together as the youth, together with the adults, together with various stakeholders and partners, to elevate the status of the African continent as well as the Arab states, and actually make a difference in their societies. And mainly for me, my aim is to be able to make a difference in the field of peace, security, youth empowerment, as well as food security. Because I believe that if there's food security, there is peace, and the youth are empowered and given the right tools to be able to, to pursue their dreams and actualize them, then majority of the problems we're having in the community, like corruptions, youth being misguided, violent extremism, radicalization, etc., can be eradicated. So I'm looking forward to work with each one and every one of these Afro-Arab champions together with the organizers and the stakeholders so that we can leave a long-lasting legacy in our communities. As Muhammad Ali once said, that service to humanity is the rent you pay for your stay on this earth. And I hope that we can be of service to humanity, irrespective of our race, our tribe, our nationality, and work as one. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdulrazak. Just one question. Are you a Barcelona fan?
Yes. Oh, no. I'm a Real Madrid fan. Why?
Why is it called La Masia? All right. So I think you can answer this during the question and answer segment, right? Miss Hebam. Miss Hebam.
Yes, Larry, I'm with you.
Are you ready? Are you ready with the translation?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Okay. طيب احنا كان معانا أستاذ حسين عبد الرزاق من كينيا. أستاذ حسين هو مهتم جدا بالاستثمار في طاقات الشباب. الحقيقة إن هو عنده تجربة شخصية كانت قاسية شوية، إن هو يعني نشأ وترعرع يتيما، فحس إن هو عنده واجب المفروض يعمله تجاه المجتمع، خصوصا لما لقى إن الناس اللي في نفس ظروفه بيتجهوا لاتجاهات قد يعني تفقدهم البوصلة زي ما احنا بنقول. للأسف ممكن يتجهوا إلى تجارة المخدرات أو تعاطيها، للأسف ممكن يتجهوا للتطرف أو الإرهاب، ولذلك حس إن هو مسؤول عن المجتمع، إن هو يحاول على قد ما يقدر يوعيهم ويديلهم برامج للتوعية وبرامج للتدريب، وكمان هو مهتم جدا إنه يدرب الشباب إن هم يقدروا يكسبوا لقمة عيشهم زي ما احنا بنقول بالمصري، يعني يتعلموا تسويق رقمي، يتعلموا حاجة تبقى تدر عليهم بالدخل علشان ما يحتاجوش لحد. كمان مش بس هم بيعلمهم وبيسيبهم، لا هو بيعلمهم وكمان بيوصلهم بأصحاب المصالح أو الهيئات والمؤسسات اللي بتعمل في نفس المجالات علشان يقدروا يعملوا شراكات ويقدروا يتوسعوا في عملهم. مش كده بس، كمان بيطلب من الشباب دول لما بينجحوا في اللي هم بيعملوه إن هم يعلموا كمان شباب آخر، وبكده تبقى العملية عملية يعني مستدامة، والشباب دول يتم الاستثمار فيهم وتبقى التنمية عملية استمرارية. كمان هو عامل العديد من النشاطات الحقيقة والفعاليات، أبرزها في عقب يعني الانتشار فيروس كورونا المستجد. بدأ يشتغل في الفرق الإنقاذ للشباب من كوفيد 19، سواء ان هم بيوزعوا ماسكات او سواء ان هم بينزلوا يوعوا الناس باجراءات التباعد الاجتماعي وما الى ذلك. ايضا تم تكريمه كافضل من افضل الشباب المسلمين في كينيا، وتم تكريمه في العديد من المحافل الدوليه مش بس في كينيا. وهو مبسوط ان هو تم اختياره ك واحد من أفضل 30 بطل إفريقي وعربي تحت سن ال30، وبيقول لكل الأبطال ال29 بطل التانيين إن هو مستعد تمام الاستعداد إن هو يتعاون معاهم لو في أي مجالات متشابهة ممكن يعملوا فيها شراكات، وإن هم يقدروا يتواصلوا مع بعض، وإن هم يحققوا تنمية أكتر ويحققوا تكامل أكتر. I'm down now, Leary. Your turn.
Okay. Thank you very much. And we were supposed to have Miss Afarisi from Kuwait coming up next, but I think she hasn't joined us. So I think we'll have Mr. Otis. Are you around?
Yes, I'm actually here. It's nice.
Okay. Thank you
here.
very much. And Miss Ambassador Tamba. Ambassador Tamba, thank you very much for giving us a tour of your house. Mr. Otis, you can go ahead.
I want to use this opportunity to say hi to, great leaders from around the world. My name is Ambassador Otis Titao. I come from Liberia, specifically the capital of one of Liberia County, which is Banga. I reside there. And I'm actually excited sharing this short story, this great 5-minute story with you. I had a trip to Ghana, Accra, on a project Cross Africa Movement, and that was intended to reshape the thinking capacity of emerging leaders from around the world. And at that program, I feel like my country, Liberia, went through 14 years of civil war with the stab of going through the kind of traumatic deflection has inflated on the youth in my country. So my thinking was, how can I transform the thinking capacity of the younger generation in my country? So after my trip to Ghana, when I came back, I decided to organize a youth organization specifically that will help to transform the easy collaboration with young people across the country. And after I did that, I personally thought that leadership in my country has been a flow shift that has caused serious trouble war in my country. It has caused a lot of deflection, and it suppressed the economic sector of our country. Things Liberia, one of the finest country in West Africa, but due to some of these things, fighting war, it actually brought some step back to my country. That today, the Liberia that actually have access to gold and all of those best mineral, these things have cut off because of the war. Now, looking at the leadership sector of my country, a lot of young people, specifically people who have served as president for Liberia, they haven't done well, specifically from the leadership dimension. So, as a young man who came from that, what can I do to serve as a feedback for my country? What can I do to serve Liberia? The Liberia, I love the Liberia. I share my mind, the Liberia. I put my blood on the line for. You can never deport me from Liberia. So my thought as a young leader was, how can I change Liberia? How can I share? How can I impact Liberia? So with this, I decided to organize the Joynan Topa School of Leadership and Development. This leadership school was in memory of my father. His name is Joynan Topa. So I decided to like build this leadership school so that it can be in memory of him. He's still alive. It can serve as a draft memory for him. And the key of emerging leaders within Africa, not just Liberia. Because I feel anyone who changed their thinking, you can change your world. Because if you don't change your thinking, you arrive at one mentality. But if you change your thinking, you can change your world. So with this institution was founded like 2018, December 15, and it has impacted a lot of life in Liberia and Africa as a whole. We have had a lot of little international connections. I've had a lot of great speakers from around the world making impact to the Liberian community, not just the Liberian community. And just like this, like the 2 days ago, we had our first offline program that we considered like 30 emerging leaders from in Liberia. They attended the program. It was the graduation ceremony, and that was meant to create a kind of symposium where they can meet and interact with each other. That is networking, because in leadership, networking is the way forward. You can have all of the leadership skills and idea, but if you don't network, it means you're not doing something to actually support your leadership stability. So serving my country, Liberia, I felt that was something I could do to serve as an impact, because we are the younger generation. If Liberia needs to get better, we have to build our leadership capacity. We have to make sure that the next generation now is coming, those mistakes our people make in the past, we can replicate those mistakes. We have to lead a new generation. We have to pop start a new brain, because there are people who are coming after us. So whatever they see is that definitely they're going to follow. So we did this generation, we the 21st century, in this 21st century, this is my part of concept I personally developed to serve as a dashboard for my generation and choose through all of what we've been doing through this leadership structure, it has impacted so many lives. It has impacted so many lives, and there are a lot of great history. And guess what? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Guess what? One of my student who he was part of cohort two of the leadership program. He contested in Maggie County as a lawmaker to get into this legislature, and he won the election. I was like, my dream is coming to reality. Can you imagine? He came to the leadership school. We tried to bring him. We gave him all of the opportunity. And after that, he took the initiative and said he will contest into the election to serve as a representative for his district. And he went into the election. And he won the election with a very wide margin. He began to serve. Now, the senatorial election just ran off in my country. because he won the election, he took the initiative and won the Senate, the representative election. He has put off his mind to contest the senatorial election. So this simply indicates that the change is in us. We can say, I can do it. You have to believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, there is nothing impossible. And he understood his IPP, that is his identity, his purpose, and his potential. And because of this, he make his way through. And today, Alpha Jones, who was a student of the Jonah Topaz School of Leadership and Development, is the current lawmaker. He worked in the legislative frame of Liberia. He's currently the lawmaker of District Number 2, Maghidi County. So with this, I feel my impact on the Liberian community has been changing the mentality, helping to pave their way through. And the impact has actually been sustainable. So far, I don't want to make my story long. I think this is what actually I've been doing to help impact my community so that Liberians and Africa as a whole can be a new breed of leader in their own country. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Wow, thank you very much, Mr. Otis. I really love your energy, man. That was really powerful, and congratulations on the win. And Ms. Heba, are you ready for the translation?
Yes, thank you, Otis. I'm so proud to work with Otis in the leadership school, and he's really doing a great job. So thank you, Otis, for what you are doing for helping young African leaders. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of what you are doing. Thank you so much. معانا اوتس من ليبيريا. حتى لو انتم ما حدش فاهم الكلام قوي، هو من روحه باين الكلام. يعني انا لو انا مش فاهمه الكلام من حماسه هحس قد ايه هو شغوف باللي هو بيعمله. السبب وراء ان هو يحس ان هو لازم يغير حاجه في المجتمع الحرب الاهليه اللي حصلت في ليبيريا. الحرب الأهلية دي عملت مشكلة عند الشباب، خلتهم محبطين جدا، خلتهم فاهمين ان هم ما عندهمش فرصة ان هم يجددوا او ان هم يساهموا في بناء المجتمع مرة أخرى. فهو فكر ان هو يعمل حاجة تساعد الشباب او تسلح الشباب بالمهارات الكافية ان هم يعيدوا صياغة مستقبلهم، وان هم يفكروا ازاي يكونوا عناصر منتجة في المجتمع. فعمل مدرسة لتعليم مهارات القيادة والسوفت سكيلز اونلاين. المدرسة دي لحد دلوقتي خرجت 13 دفعة، كل دفعة تقريبا حوالي يعني من 40 ل 50 طالب. والحقيقة ان هو من الحاجات الكويسة اللي حصلت، وحس فعلا انه اللي هو بيعمله ده جاب نتيجة. انه واحد من خريجي الدفعة الثانية من المدرسة اللي هو عملها اترشح في الانتخابات ان هو يكون ممثل عن المقاطعة بتاعته او المحافظة بتاعته، يعني زي عندنا في المصري، وفاز بالانتخابات. ودي كانت حاجة بالنسبة له سعيدة جدا، وكانت حاجة ادت له انطباع وخلت له عنده اعتقاد راسخ ان فعلا لو احنا امنا باللي احنا عايزين نعمله نقدر نوصل. هي مفيش حاجه اسمها العقبات بتحصل، بس اهم حاجه احنا نكون مؤمنين بنفسنا ومؤمنين بقدراتنا علشان نقدر نوصل. كمان شدد على ان مش صح بس ان انت يبقى عندك مهارات القياده ومهارات التواصل وتسيبها لنفسك. اهم حاجه في موضوع ان انت تبقى قائد منتج ان انت تتفاعل مع المجتمع، وان انت تعمل شبكات علاقات مع المجتمع علشان تقدر تأثر فيهم وتتأثر بيهم. الحقيقة ان هو شغوف جدا بالعمل مع الشباب الافريقي ومستعد ان هو يقدم اكتر. والمدرسه بتاعته كمان مش بس عملت الانشطه اونلاين، لا ده من فتره قريبه عملوا اول نشاط ليهم اوفلاين يعني على الارض مع شباب برضو موجودين في المجتمع الليبيري. الحقيقه هو بيعمل شغل هايل جدا، وانا سعيده جدا ان انا كنت من ضمن المحاضرين من اول ما هو اسس المدرسه، وانا من المحاضرين في المدرسه، وحقيقي بيعمل مجهود عالي جدا. Now, Larry, I think we are going to have our next speaker, Ms. Heba Abdelhamid من مصر. Ms. Heba Abdelhamid from Egypt. So the floor is yours, Ms. Heba.
Thank you. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Hiba Abdelhamid, graduated from Faculty of Arts, Russian Department, and I'm very interested in the developmental field, the humanitarian aid, and women's empowerment, and I participated in several projects with some international bodies in Egypt. My words today are directed to students. At these times, every person wants to discover himself and needs to see the expression of others to benefit from them. When I was a student, I would like to take advantage of this stage correctly, and I'm going to share my experience with you, and I hope it will be useful for to some of you. Whatever field you chose, whatever is your it's your desire or not, it's not the end of the universe, and you don't have to have this field be your field. In most of the projects I worked on, the managers were engineers, doctors, and various other fields, although the closest to the academic field or graduates from political science. At this stage, discover yourself. What will help you with this experience is that you participate in activities at the university or charitable work, or that you work during the vacation period, or apply for training, and there are workshops or for entrepreneurship or marketing. These workshops and events bring people together to get to know each other and create opportunities. And this will help you to get to know more than one field, in addition to adding people to your relationship circle. And this the person is social by nature. Even if you are facing difficulty in getting to know people, these workshops contains activities that break fear. Try to travel in your country, outside your country, and know it. Try to go to places with desert, mountains, or sea. This atmosphere will helps you to discover yourself. If you want to go to learn, go alone, and you will and you will get to know many people who will help you to be able to add to your relationship circle. Learn many languages, especially English, because it's an essential language in everything. It will help you to get scholarships, travel, and work. Everything is English today. And always help other with information about anything. If someone asked you for something and you answered that you didn't know, then this is considered help, because you didn't tell him something is not true. Well, now I volunteered for an activity. What benefit I will be able to obtain other than getting to know other people and developing myself? There are many places that gives you a recommendation letter or certificate that you volunteered in this place to serve your community, and this will help you to get a scholarship or maybe a good work. There are some universities that request an excellent or a very good rating in your university, but they will make an exception for you if you volunteer to serve your community. So my speech is over, and if there's any other questions, I will be happy with that. Thank you.
Thank you هبة. هبة عبد الحميد من مصر، هي خريجة كلية الآداب قسم اللغة الروسية. أنا كمان خريج كلية آداب بس قسم اللغة الإسبانية. هبة بتعمل في المجال، في العمل التطوعي والعمل الإنساني وخدمة المجتمع. الحقيقة هي مغرمة جدا بالعمل الإنساني وخدمة اللاجئين كمان، زي ما كان مكتوب في السي في بتاعها. الحقيقة هبة ركزت كلامها، ودي حاجة أنا أحييها عليها. هبة ركزت كلامها على النصايح اللي هي بتوجهها خصوصا للطلبة. هبة كانت بتتكلم بتقول إن اول حاجه انت لازم تبقى مش شرط الحاجه اللي انت عايزها او الحاجه اللي انت مقررها ما جاتش يبقى انت كده الدنيا اتقفلت ومفيش امل. لا، هو انت اللي بتصنع الفرصه مش الفرصه اللي بتصنعك. فلو الفرصه ما جاتش في فرص تانية ممكن تلتحق بيها. كمان اكدت على انك تتعلم لغات كتيره وجديده وخصوصا الانجليزيه، لان الانجليزيه هي اللغه الشائعه وهي اللي هتخليك تقدر تتفاعل اكتر مع المجتمع سواء الاقليمي او الدولي. ولو كمان حابب ان انت تقدم على معلش فاصل غنائي. وكمان كانت بتتكلم على ان اللغه الانجليزيه هتوفر لك مساحه ان انت تدي تقدم فيه منح وكورسات باللغه الانجليزيه. اكدت كمان ان انت لو لقيت اي فرصه حاسس انها بتتناسب مع شغفك او توجهك يبقى قدم عليها واحضرها واعرف ناس اكتر وتفاعل، لان
يا مسلمان
كتير جدا بتبقى في مشكله ان لما انت بتقدم على منح بره بيتطلب تقدير معين، يعني مثلا تجيب تقدير جيد جدا او امتياز، وممكن احنا معظمنا ما بيجيبش التقدير ده. فبيعملوا اكسبشن لو بيعملوا اكسبشن لو حصل ان انت بتعمل عمل مجتمعي. لو بتعمل عمل مجتمعي وليك نشاط اجتماعي وبتنزل تخدم المجتمع او متطوع، الحاجات دي كلها بتخلي ليك فرصه او استثناء في المنحه او المرتب. من فضلكم الميوت. Please mute yourself guys. كده ببساطة اللي هبة قالته. هبة كمان قالت ان انت ما ينفعش ان انت تكون لوحدك، انت لازم تتعاون مع غيرك وتتفاعل مع المجتمع علشان تقدر تخدم وعشان تقدر تتعلم حاجة جديدة وتوصل للوجهة اللي انت عايز تروح لها. Thank you هبة, and back to you Leary.
All right, that was very fast. Thank you very much, Miss Heba. And please, guys, can you please mute yourselves so that we do not disturb others while they're speaking or while they're listening. But then let's go straight into to Uganda from Egypt with Mr. Mohammed Dima. Are you available, sir?
Yeah, I'm available. Oh, let me turn on my video.
Okay. Yeah, we would want to see you.
Yeah, I think now I'm busy, boy.
All right.
Yeah.
So please go ahead, sir.
Welcome. Thank you very much. It's a good evening from Uganda. Good evening from each and every African member of state, the representative from the Guardian of AfroArab Mastermind, and all the champion across the region, both Arab and Africa. My name is Mohammed Dima. I'm my chef by profession. I'm a chef by profession, and I'm a young leader and well as a social entrepreneur. Yeah, who I'm an African Presidential Leadership Program fellow and alumni, National Training Academy, batch 3, 2019-2020. And I'm here today to, first of all, to thank the organizers. I want to salute Heba for all you're doing for Africa. You're truly a visionary leader. I want to thank other participants. Thank you for doing what you're doing for Africa. Thank you for what you're doing for MENA region, and thank you for doing for the entire world. You're really doing something remarkable. I'm here to share I'm going to talk about my entrepreneurship journey, my social entrepreneurship journey, which I started almost 4 years ago, and I'm still very little, like a crest of a sugar. And then it has made me realize that it's not all about me as a person, it's more about the people we are doing things for, about the challenges we are going through in our communities, and how we can provide innovative solutions. Yeah, I used to be a chef. I used to cook. I used to do different work in the hotels and restaurants. I last worked in 2016 when I was an assistant head chef in the most fast-growing restaurant in Kampala called Alexandra's. But then later on, as I was cooking, one day I leaned on a conversation between a janitor and a manager. arguing about something. Then I sneak into the conversation slowly, stand somewhere, and I had them talking about something like, hey, look here, ever since we brought in Dima in this restaurant, we are making a lot of stuff. Like sales are going high, everything is high, but we cannot give him to be a chef. Why? I'm young, and the head chef was too old, not too old as in, but he was aged, but his stuff was not clear. Then I asked myself a question that, will I be able to do this job at the age of this fellow or this particular chef? Then I said no, and then I resigned. Resigning, then I took out a journey of starting my own project in banana fiber innovation and technology. Yeah, it was not an easy thing. I had to quit my job and I had to pay a self-funded program for 2 years to make sure that I really conceive or consolidate this entire technology and innovation. Yeah, fast forward in 2018, Maojo Creation was registered. I began Maojo Creation, social enterprise and a banana fiber center, which develops affordable banana fiber products. We enable banana growers an extra income, so we create jobs opportunities for youth and women in rural and urban communities of Uganda. So basically, I do this through banana fiber extraction and production. We do hands-on skills training with for young people, as well as we do business incubation, whereby the young people will train in these hands-on skills and utilizing the banana fiber and the waste. We put them into incubation program, whereby we equip them with entrepreneurial skills, whereby they can easily transform this particular model into their communities. Why did I say to work on the banana? What did I say to do? What I'm doing is, literally, when we trace back, Uganda is the second largest producers of bananas, next to India, and we almost produce around 4 to 9 million metric tons of banana production. But yet, all this production creates a lot of waste in form of stems and stock, which have been left over to decompose, hence emitting emission gas, CO2 emission, which have a negative impact on our environment. So realize that I, as a person particularly, in the community I come from, we only consider the fruit on the banana, and we leave the entire stem to rot. And then I realized that people see no value to the waste. And I said, I think I should do something here. I look into the community. Almost 8 out of 10 women practice agriculture and grow bananas as their main food crop, but still live below a poverty line. On the other hand, when you look at the almost 7 out of 10 youth I encounter every day when I'm moving around the community, they are unemployed, and yet the youthful, the industrial sector, and then the government has not created enough jobs for them. And yet we have this waste which has not put into use. And then I decided to work on to start Maojo Creations. As I'm speaking, Maojo Creation right now, it employs over 5 young people who work both physically and virtually. We have managed to train over 200 youth in different communities of Uganda, that is in central and western Uganda. We have managed to recycle almost 1,000 tons of banana fibers in the community. And we have managed also to develop various affordable banana fiber products. And recently, what we are working on, we are doing a research on how to develop fabrics out of these banana fibers, out of the waste. And I will say that we did the first prototype came out successful, which had some few challenges, and I stepped into more research. And as I'm saying, by March, we'll be launching the clear prototype, which will be ready for marketing and testing. Yeah, and on the other hand, I've also managed to, I'm a volunteer who volunteer people on a personal level, who want to be like me. Yeah, then at the end of the day, I will say that what we need to do as Africa is not to just sit and to discriminate one another because of the color and the language and then the religion. I believe that one can't take us anywhere. I will salute one of the greatest men I've been following up. He's called His Excellency President Fattah al-Sisi of Egypt, who really showed Africa that it can come together regardless of the color, the race, the language, and the gender, whereby he initiated a program called the African Presidential Leadership Program, which gave us, some of us, an opportunity to understand which is really what we really need to do to make sure that we can grow Africa using different modules like synergize, sitting on table and we do dialogue, whereby I'm really so excited to make sure that his vision is being transferred to other young people like us, and we are growing every day to make sure that we need to do the same thing he has done to the continent. All right. Thank you very much again for this opportunity. I could say a lot of stuff, but because of time, I cannot exit from here. And let me hand over to who? Heba or Leah?
Thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed. Thank you very much for that. I'll now hand it over back to Ms. Heba for the translation and for the next speaker.
Okay, thank you, Larry. Thank you, Mohammed. I cannot say enough about you. You are a really great leader, and I'm so proud to have you here today. Let me translate into Arabic what he has said. أولا بعتذر لكم، تقريبا احنا تحت الهجوم تقريبا. الميتنج بيدخلوا هاكرز أو مش عارفة، يعني ما علينا. محمد ديما من أوغندا. محمد بيشتغل اصلا شيف طباخ، بس الحقيقه ان هو بيحب، يعني كان عنده شغف تجاه المجتمع، وكان حابب، هو مغرم جدا بموضوع التنميه المستدامه واعاده التدوير وما الى ذلك. فكون ان هو شيف جات له فكره ان هو يستخدم حاجه من المحاصيل الشائعه او الرائجه في اوغندا وهي الموز، ففكر ان هو يصنع منسوجات او منتجات من الياف الموز، وبدا يتعرف على اصحاب شركات ويبداوا يعملوا شراكات في انتاج حاجات تبقى صديقه للبيئه. مش بس كده، هو كمان بعد ما تخطى المرحله دي مع نفسه بدا يدرب الشباب على ده علشان يبقوا شباب منتجين وكمان يستخدموا حاجات صديقه للبيئه. الحقيقه ان هو كمان متطوع في انشطه وحاجات كتير. هو خريج البرنامج الرئاسي لتاهيل الشباب للقياده، الشباب الافريقي للقياده، اللي بيعقد في مصر في الأكاديمية الوطنية للتدريب. والحقيقة إن هو في الآخر قال إن هو أشاد برؤية الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي رئيس جمهورية مصر العربية في توجهه لتمكين وتأهيل الشباب الإفريقي وانشغاله الشديد وحرصه على أن يتم تأهيل الشباب الإفريقي، لأن هو عنده رؤيه واضحه في هذا المجال. وحقيقي بيقول ان هو بيتمنى ان فعلا رؤيه الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي تتحقق، لان هي فعلا رؤيه متكامله ورؤيه صالحه جدا للتطبيق لو امنا بيها. دلوقتي اعتقد ان احنا هنروح للمتحدثه القادمه، وهي اسماء روابحيه من تونس. Now we are going to have Miss Asma Rouabhia. She is from Tunis, and I think she is gonna talk in English, so I will translate in Arabic when she finished. Asma, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here in this great initiative and to see inspiring people and hear about the amazing work that everyone is doing. First, I would like to thank my dear friend Hiba for her amazing efforts, for believing in everyone, and for always doing great initiatives. She's, to be honest, for me, such an inspiring person. So thank you so much, Hiba. Thank you everyone for attending this meeting and giving from your time to hear about our experiences or advice for you. So my name is Asma Rouabhia. I'm from Tunisia. If you don't know about Tunisia, it's a little country in North Africa. And I'm so happy to be here and to tell you about my academic background. I studied business administration, and I also studied master's in diplomacy and international relations, and I studied leadership at California State University, Chico. That made me more passionate about leadership, a positive impact. So to tell you about my experience in a nutshell, like before, used to be a very shy girl who doesn't talk much, who doesn't like participate in activities, inside me that I should unleash. Especially I felt from a young age that I have a vision to make a change and to influence people in a positive way. So during my student life, I worked on developing my skills through attending workshops, going to different conferences, meeting people, speaking to those people, getting out of my comfort zone, practicing certain things, learning new things. So that made me boost my interpersonal skills as well as my professional ones, and it made me have strong soft skills and strong, especially communications skills. From that, I founded my own initiative called Proactive Youth, which aims to empower young Tunisians and help them unleash their potential through expanding for them the different opportunities available and inspiring them in different speeches, conferences, and setting the way for them to be the next leaders and agents of change in the country. So that through that initiative, I went to remote places in my country, and I tried to connect with different youth and share the different tools and things I know with them, because I believe that in order to empower people, we need three main things: motivation, information. And for me, I always see, as I heard it was said before, that even if opportunity doesn't exist, we need to create it. We should never lose hope, and we need to like strive for what we are passionate about. Because if you love something, you will enjoy it. You will really put your heart into it. But if you don't enjoy that thing, you wouldn't be really happy, and you wouldn't make the impact or reach the objectives that you want. So it's like we know that this initiative recognizes Afro-Arab champions, but as people who strive to give back to the community, like our objective is not recognition, but it's good to motivate each other, to recognize the achievements that people are doing, and to recognize the unity between Africa and the Arab region, because we have, as Hiba said, we have many things in common, and at the same time we have different things, and we should like learn from this diversity, and we should be connected and united as youth to be able to make a great impact. So in a nutshell, this is my experience and my advice for everyone, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have by the end. Thank you all. Back to you, Hiba.
Thank you, Asma, for this great talk. I really, you are an inspirational leader for me. Wallahi, I'm not kidding. It's a great pleasure to have you here today. Let me translate what Asma has been said quickly. أسماء من تونس، هي برضو مغرمة بموضوع التطوع ومغرمة جدا بالتكامل بين الشباب. مؤمنة جدا أن التكامل بين الشباب هو اللي بيحقق التنمية المستدامة. لو احنا عايزين نعمل فعلا تنمية مستدامة، سواء على الصعيد العربي أو الصعيد الإفريقي أو حتى على الصعيد الدولي، يبقى احنا لازم نكون بنتبادل الخبرات، لازم نكون ننحي خلافاتنا جانبا، ونشوف الحاجات اللي بتقربنا مش الحاجات اللي بتبعدنا. لازم نتعاون مع بعض، لازم لما نلاقي فرص نقول لبعض عليها، يعني نحاول ان احنا ما نبقاش بس بنخلي الحاجات لنفسنا. وهبه برضو كانت بتتكلم في الموضوع ده، ان احنا ما نخليش العلم بس علينا، مقتصر علينا بس. زي ما انا كنت بتكلم امبارح لما اتكلمنا وقلنا ان احنا لما بندي برامج او بنعمل حاجه، احنا بنديها علشان نفيد بيها غيرنا، وغيرنا يفيد بيها غيرنا، وهكذا، وتبقى يعني حاجه زي هو ده الميراث او الارث اللي احنا بنسيبه ورانا. وبرده اوتس من ليبيريا كان بيتكلم في الموضوع ده. أسماء كمان نصحت الشباب ان هم يعملوا نتوركينج كتير جدا، ان هم يوسعوا دايره علاقاتهم، ان هم يعرفوا ناس من بره الكومفورت زون بتاعتهم او منطقه الراحه. احنا دايما للاسف الشديد بنحس ان احنا في منطقه معينه كده مش عايزين نخرج منها، لان احنا بنخاف ان احنا نغامر. فأسماء بنفسها غمرت وخرجت بره الكومفورت زون بتاعتها وحققت نجاح فيها اكتر من الكومفورت زون بتاعتها. فهي بتقول لكم ان لما الواحد يخرج بره الكومفورت زون الريسك او المخاطره في حد ذاتها دي حاجه مش وحشه. انت كده كده مش هتخسر، لو خرجت بره هتعرف ايه اللي فايتك او ايه اللي ناقصك. لكن لو حسيت ان هي مش الحاجه هترجع تاني او هتشوف حاجه تانيه، فهي مفيش يعني مش هتتضر، انت بالعكس هتستفيد من التجربه وهتتعلم اكتر. هي كمان قالت ان هي على اتم الاستعداد ان هي تجاوب اي سؤال انتوا حابين تسالوه لها بعد ما نخلص المتحدثين جميعا يخلصوا مداخلاتهم. So thank you Asma, and back to you Larry.
Okay, thank you very much. So from Tunisia we go to Sierra Leone, right? Mr. Melvin Tamba, are you available?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Good evening, everyone from Sierra Leone. I'm Tamba Melvin Bufa, a global youth ambassador, Africa Peace Ambassador, Sierra Leone youth ambassador. Yeah, I've been working with youth organizations across the world in terms of policy making, youth activities, career building, mentorship, and leadership skills, both online and also on site. And also, I'm working with Progressive Youth Organization, which is a global youth vision organization here that they are engaging to support youth in their various aspects of life in terms of leadership, politics, and also career building and more. So it is a pleasure for me to be part of you guys. You are a great leaders across the globe. Yeah, I'm listening and also I'm learning from all the speakers, and also thanks to the guidance of Afro-Arabic and also under 30. Yeah, I'm really happy and grateful. Yeah, as for me, I don't talk lots. Yeah, towards my youth, I always engage in them in educative aspects of life, because I know we all are the same ways of doing things, and also we are in the minds of changing African narrative more from the European Union, yeah, to a African mentality and Africa setup, which is our culture. So my advice to every leader across the globe: more the youth. We are the future. Mind you, a life is just like a wave without no direction, but with a good mindset, we can achieve what we want to achieve. Yeah, I'm pleading, and also I'm talking to you. Consistency brings success. I know we all are doing the same job to develop Africa, to build a better platform, and also a groom new generation in time of development. Please, please, people are down there, down the villages in Sierra Leone, in Africa, Europe, Ghana, Nigeria. People are down there, which are Africans, need our support. You understand? We are doing a great job as youth, as young leaders coming up. But let us not only limit to our countries. Let us go out there, shout for our African brothers and sisters that are struggling. Libya, Nigeria, South Africa, Benin, Guinea. You know, Africa, it is the greatest continent in the world. We don't know that. The only thing for us to do is to come together as youth organization, like the Afro-Arab are doing now, to build a platform, to build a capacity wherein that every African will realize and achieve their potential, achieve their dream, achieve their focus towards development. The past centuries, we have been working under the European Union, let me say the Americans, Russians, France, without no development. Our leaders are selfish. So as you, please, let us engage in political development to us, our features, more our culture in Africa. With this, we can achieve our dream. Yeah, by doing conferences, going over there, going overseas, coming back, taking pictures, taking statements or giving statements, this can't achieve in Africa. Africa cannot go anywhere. But by engaging in political arena that we develop our culture, more the youth, Africa will be a better place for us. I'm just advising. As I don't read profile, I advise youth. I engage in youth for them to change their mindset. You know, the power of the mind is very greater in everything. We need to go out there, engage with it. Yeah, I always admire Madame Eba. Yeah, I always call her, I need it for a mentorship program. He said, okay, Bufa, I'm ready. You know, she is doing a great across Africa, across Europe, across Asia. Someone called me, oh, Bufa from America. Do you know Madam Eba? Yeah, I know her. Oh, I love his speech. I love the way she's doing things. I say I know you love her because he is an African, and also she is an African. Also, she stands for Africa and she wants Africa to develop. You understand? Now, I'm not an Arab, but this platform have created a simultaneous mindset thinking that I'm an Arab. You understand? Engaging with different Arab people. Yeah, listening to Arab tunes. They are grateful. You understand? This is what we need in Africa. Unity, peace, justice, connectivity, one another. So I have a meeting. Sorry, guys, I have a meeting. I'm on a meeting. I just came out from the conference to talk to you guys. Please pardon me. Next time, we shall talk, and change every leaders or every youth, their mindset to Africa, for Africa to develop. We love Africa, guys. I love my Africa, and I love Arab people. I love Nigerian, Ghanaians, across Africa. I love everybody. Please keep on doing the good job. Keep on preaching. Keep on pushing. Don't be limited. The sky is your limitation as youth, as leader, as young generation coming up. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Guardians of Afro Leadership 30 Under 30. I'm really grateful. And also, I'm really grateful to share my knowledge and also my little speech to you guys. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. And that was really energetic. And thank you for taking time out from your meeting. Hope that goes well. Miss Heba, I'll hand that to you for translation
Yes.
and for the next speaker.
Yes, thank you, Larry. Thank you, Amba. I'm speechless. You know, you turned me into tears by your words. I swear to God, really, it touched me so well. I'm so grateful to have you on my life on the personal level and on the professional level. You are doing a great job, and I really admire the work you are doing. So now let's translate what Ambassador Tamba has mentioned. تامبا ميلفن بوفا من سيراليون. هو مغرم بافريقيا، بيحب افريقيا جدا، وشايف ان احنا ان افريقيا مش واخده حقها، وان الشباب احنا بنعمل حاجات كويسه جدا، كل الشباب بيعملوا حاجات كويسه جدا بس مش كفايه، لان احنا للاسف الشديد بنحدد نشاطاتنا بس جوه بلادنا، ما بنشوفش اخواتنا بره في الدول الاخرى ايه المشاكل بتاعتهم وازاي نتعاون معاهم علشان نساعدهم على ان هم يتخطوا المشاكل دي. فهو بيدعو كل الشباب ان احنا نتعاون مع بعض، وان احنا يعني يبقى في تكاتف للجهود، وان احنا فعلا نؤمن بافريقيا، ونؤمن ان افريقيا محتاجه مننا اكتر. كمان دعا الشباب ان هو يشارك سياسيا، لان احنا لو احنا بنقول على القاده ان هم ممكن يكونوا مقصرين او ممكن ما يكونوش بيوصلوا او على مستوى املنا او طموحاتنا، طب خلاص ليه احنا ما نكونش القاده القادمين؟ ليه ما نهيئش نفسنا او نأهل نفسنا ان احنا نشارك سياسيا ونكون القاده ونصلح ونغير اللي احنا مش قادرين نغيره دلوقتي؟ أكد على إنه هو رغم إن هو مش عربي لكن هو بيحب العرب، وشكر المنظمة أو المبادرة إن هي جمعت الشباب العربي والإفريقي مع بعض. كمان اتكلم على إن الشباب اللي بيبقى عندهم شغف تجاه الحاجة اللي هم بيعملوها ما بيبقاش لطموحهم حدود، فما تخليش لطموحك حدود، دايما خلي السماء هي الحد اللي انت ممكن، هو السقف اللي انت ممكن توصل له، وبذلك يعني مفيش حد لطموحك. فانا بشكر تامبا على كل حاجه، وهو اعتذر لان هو عنده ميتنج واضطر ان هو يخرج بسرعه يكلمنا ويرجع تاني الميتنج بتاعه، فبنشكره شكرا جزيلا. دلوقتي احنا هنروح للمتحدث القادم. Now we are going to have Mr. Abdullah Yahyawi from Algeria. So he will speak in Arabic, I guess, and I will translate later. معانا أستاذ عبد الله يحياوي من الجزائر، فلو موجود يتفضل. أستاذ عبد الله، هل أنت هنا؟ أستاذ عبد الله يحياوي. أعتقد إن هو مش هنا. طيب. Leary, can we go to the next speaker because I think Mr. Abdullah is not here.
Okay, that's fine. So you come to my country, Mr. Tawanda Kanemea. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, I am.
Okay, please go ahead.
Good evening, leaders. Good evening, Leroy, Hiba. Thank you so much for putting this initiative together. It's really commendable. It's really inspiring what you guys are doing. And yeah, I just want to let you know I'm very grateful for the honor of being included on such a prestigious list with great leaders across Africa and the Middle East region. Right, so about me, my name is Tawanda Kanimea. I'm from Zimbabwe. I am the founder and chief visionary officer of Kunda. It's a sports and lifestyle brand. We manufacture sports clothing. We also do sports management, and we also do lifestyle clothing. I am also the founder and head director of Kunda Cares Foundation. It's a charity organization that looks to assist the youth and promote the idea, assist youth social initiative and promote the idea of kindness and good humanity. So I would say my journey started in, I would say 2013, when I came back after 12 years of living in the United States. When I came back, firstly, let me just mention, I'm very passionate about sports. I'm very passionate about the youth. I'm very passionate about my country. So when I came back, it really bothered me that majority of, the sportswear worn here was either Nike, Adidas, or Puma. And it bothered me because these brands were not African brands. These were either American brands or European brands. And from there, that's when I got the idea for Kunda. I said, why can't Africa have its own global sports brand that can compete toe to toe with Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, all these other brands? So in about 2017, that's when I came up with the idea. And for my first few, I'll say about 3 to 4 years here in Zimbabwe, I was a little lost. After 12 years in the States, I think you could understand that there was a bit of a culture shock. Going from, life over there to here. And, I was doing a lot of things that I wasn't passionate about. I went to university, I did a program that I wasn't really too, I didn't like, to be honest, I didn't like it. I also was a runway model for about 2 years and one of the top runway models in Zimbabwe. But at the same time, I still felt as if something was missing. So when I came up with the idea of Kunda, I just knew automatically, like, this is it. I get to, pursue my passion in sports. I can assist the youth. I get to give back to my country, create an employment. I was like, and I knew this was the thing for me. So since then, I have been selected for a few programs that, have helped me get to the point where I am, including the Tony Alumulu Foundation entrepreneurship program. And I am grateful for that program because it taught me a lot about business, especially business in Africa, as well as, giving back. It's not always about just making money. You also have to give back to the community, kind of like the founder of, the foundation does. So along with that, I was also selected for the Young African Leaders Initiative program. I'm part of the online cohort 9. And from there, I learned a great deal about social entrepreneurship, doing things for the community, things that are bigger than yourself. And from there, I'm now, slowly, shifting towards being more of a social entrepreneur. I look to do programs that especially sports programs that can empower the youth, teaching them things such as positive self-talk, visualization, just letting them know that they can be anything they want to do. Anything that they want to pursue, they can pursue. And as far as my foundation, it has led me to a lot of great partnerships, including working with Youth Against Cancer here in Zimbabwe, where we were able to fundraise and sell face masks in the month of October. And from the proceeds, we were able to get 100 people screened for breast cancer. And along with that, I've also partnered with a local church in one of the cities here where they do a feeding program. And again, we're able to fundraise, to get some money for them to fund their program. So I'm just like everyone else. I'm here to make Africa better, to make my country better, to change the narrative, as you guys said, about Africa. It's so negative most of the time. And, we just need the youth to be part of the change. And I'm thankful, Hiba, for this opportunity, for this initiative.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And I'll also leave to Miss Heba for the translation, and then for the next speaker.
Okay, thank you, Larry. Thank you, Tawanda, for your great story. It's quite a great story. Thank you for everything you're doing. معانا تواندا من زيمبابوي. هو الحقيقة كان عايش معظم حياته في الولايات المتحدة، ورجع زيمبابوي حوالي من 4 سنين. وهو علشان هو مهتم جدا بالرياضة، فمن أكتر الحاجات اللي لفتت نظره إن هو لما رجع زيمبابوي لقى إن الملابس الرياضية كلها الماركات العالمية المعروفة زي نايكي، زي أديداس، زي الحاجات دي. فقال ليه ما يبقاش في ماركة مسجلة ومعروفة بس تبقى بنكهة إفريقية يعني. فأنشأ شركة، والشركة دي بدأت تعمل ملابس رياضية، وبدأت يبقى ليها شراكات مع العديد من الشركات والمؤسسات المهتمة بالرياضة. كمان هو عداء، هو فاز بجائزة أفضل عداء في زيمبابوي في 2019. الحقيقة كمان هو مهتم جدا بريادة الأعمال المجتمعية. فشركته حاول ان هو يخلي الجزء بتاع المسؤوليه المجتمعيه بتاعها يكون اكثر تخصيصا للكشف عن سرطان الثدي، كمان عن توفير الامدادات والمساعدات للفئات الاكثر احتياجا بالتعاون مع الكنيسه وبالتعاون مع بعض المنظمات الاهليه. الحقيقه ان هو بيقول انه شايف ان افريقيا هتبقى احسن لما يكون شبابها عندهم القدره وعندهم الاراده ان هم يغيروا. هو بيحاول يغير على قد ما بيقدر، بس هو لوحده مش هيقدر، فلازم الجهود تكون متكاتفه. ودعا الشباب جميعا ان هم يكونوا متعاونين وعلى قلب رجل واحد، وهم في معركة التنمية، علشان هي دي الحاجة الوحيدة أو هو ده السبيل الوحيد اللي هيخلي إفريقيا فعلا تنمو والمنطقة بأكملها تبقى في تنمية مستدامة. دلوقتي احنا معادنا مع المتحدث القادم وهو فيليسيو من غانا. So now it's the time for Mr. Felicio from Ghana. Mr. Felicio, are you there? Mr. Felicio? I think he is not here, so we can move to Mr. Yahya Sow from the Gambia. Mr. Yahya, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, great. The floor is yours.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings from the Gambia, the smiling coast of West Africa. My name is Yaso. youth and environmental activists from West Africa, the Gambia. Okay, I greet each and every one of you who are right now present in the Zoom meeting, and also our followers of AfroArab Champions Facebook Live. And I'm proud to be a member of AfroArab Champions. And I congratulate the organizers of this great initiative, and I commend their good work they are doing in Africa. Let them keep it up. Away from that, to introduce myself to the audience, I am Yaya So, born and brought up in the teeny country of West Africa, the Gambia. I started this journey since I was 7 years. Since I was in of making. I remember a day I was sitting with my grandma. She was telling me stories about my late parents. That she went on to tell me that your mother was a volunteer, in a sense that whatever she is doing, she helped a lot. Now she said to me, "Can you be like your mother?" I said, so from there, I joined the Gambia Red Cross Society when I was 7 years old. I served in the Gambia Red Cross Society both district level to regional level, then to other institutions. In 2014, when I decided to go back this Mediterranean Sea to Italy, to cross the Mediterranean Sea to Italy, I was unfortunate to be lucky. So then I decided to come back to my country to continue what I'm doing. In 2018, I was lucky to be part of Young African Leaders Initiative, YALI. I attended YALI Cohort 4 in Nigeria. During my training in YALI, I went on the civic leadership class. So from there, I came back to my country. I decided now I will go into this youth activism. I will advocate for the better environmental protection and women empowerment plus girls empowerment. So I founded my own organization called Smiling Code Food Processing Center and Preservation, where I help young dropouts from school to acquire some skills which will help them in their future career. So I started that since and then, and in 2019, I was part of the Jean Gambia Rural Youth Awardees. From there, still I continue what I'm doing. I am currently the country coordinator of ADE Network. ADE is 51 years old. It's a UK-based environmental organization. Also, I am part of the many national and international organizations, World Peace Organization, current regional director, Africa Youth Architects. I came to Africa Youth, we formed Africa Youth Architect to make so, to help Africa, to recognize the efforts of young African leaders who are doing exceptional in their continent by awarding them HEBA and others were the first badge we awarded in the Gambia here. And the event was our first target. I was serving as coordinator of the event, and it was successful. We managed to award 4 African youths and 25 finalists. So from there, it didn't stop there. We came up with new ideas, new innovations, because during this COVID-19 too, we reach out to families nationally and internationally from the Gambia, Morocco, Congo, and Liberia. So we take with time it important because in this COVID we need what can we do to make sure that we support. We also part of the people who will support people in this trying time. So we bought some food stuffs to the and give it out to the people in all these countries. Not only that, currently also I'm the chairperson of the district youth committee. District youth committee is a committee representing the NYC. If I said NYC, National Youth Council of the Gambia, They operate nationally, but they have focal points in all the regions. Currently, I'm their focal point in the in my district, Kombosar. So these are some of the brief history about me. Although my educational background, I hold a Bachelor in Islamic Study, certificate in journalism and environment, and peace and conflict management, leadership and management. So this is a brief about me. If you have any question, highly welcome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yaya. And back to you, Leary.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Yaya. I think those with questions can ask you after everybody else is done. I think we have 3 or 4 more people to go. We're almost close to the end. And I will give the floor to Mr. Ali Osman. Are you available, sir?
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello, my respective friends from African Arab Youth. Sorry, because the power cut cover. I'm very excited and honored to talk to you today, and thank you for having me this chance to talk to African Arab Youth around African continent. As we know, the African continent have a lot of problems that we're facing it. For example, climate change, COVID-19, corruption, and peace, and so on. That purpose have for us to work together and to solve these problems, that for the better life for us and for the better life for next generation. So let me to start to speak by Arabic language because it is my mother language. So أول حاجة السلام عليكم. نشكر كل الشباب في مبادرة حراس القيادة الأفرو عربية على مجهودهم الكبير تجاه الشباب الإفريقي والعربي، والمجهود اللي بيبذلوه تجاه الشباب وتنمية قدرات الشباب واكتساب الشباب لمهارات مثل القيادة والعمل المجتمعي. حقيقة دي مبادرة جميلة جدا جدا، ونتمنى انها تستمر لانها حقيقة يعني لها دور كبير في اوساط الشباب. وايضا نشكر منظمة مستر مايند لاختيارنا ضمن ابطال العام 2020. حقيقة دي مبادرة جميلة جدا جدا، ونتمنى انها تشجعنا اننا نواصل في مشوارنا ونحاول اننا نبذل مجهود لخدمة مجتمعنا وتقديم المزيد لمجتمعاتنا وللعالم الافريقي وللعالم العربي. زي ما نحن بنعرف اليوم أن العالم اليوم بيمر بمشاكل وتحديات بتواجه العالم، زي مشكلة كورونا ومشاكل مثل تغير المناخ ومشاكل مثل الفساد وإحلال السلام على مستوى العالم، وكثير من المشاكل اللي هي بتحتاج مننا نحن كشباب إننا نعمل مع بعض من أجل نواجه هذه المشاكل والتحديات. زي ما عارفين الآن مشكلة زي مشكلة كوفيد 19 اللي هي واجهت العالم. حقيقة المشكلة دي خلت العالم إنه يفكر خارج الصندوق، في حين إنه يطرح المشاكل والقضايا اللي بتواجه العالم. بقينا بنستخدم التكنولوجيا الآن بنستخدمها، بنلقى إنه إحنا بنجتمع في وقت واحد وبنتناول قضية واحدة، زي ما إحنا الآن مجتمعين على زوم على مستوى العالم. كل العالم الان بيشاهدوا فينا وبيسمعوا في الموضوع بتاعنا، فبالتالي احنا اعتقد انها فرصه كبيره للشباب انهم يكونوا متاح بين الايادي. فحقيقه التحديات اللي بتواجه مهمات. اول حاجه بتحتاج لعقول من اجل التفكير، وبتحتاج ايضا لطاقه من اجل احداث تغيير. فانا بفتكر انه الحاجتين دي موجودات في الشباب. نعم الشباب، لانه الشباب قادرين على انهم يفكروا، قادر على انه يحدث الابتكار والابداع في مجاله، وقادر على انه يفكر بطرق مختلفه. فبالتالي الشباب عنده الحاجتين ديل، فبالتالي هو قادر انه. فالمشاكل اللي تواجهنا الان في مجتمعنا للشباب فاعل. فانا بعتقد انه الشباب اليوم هم قادرين على انهم يحدثوا التغيير زي ما شايفين الان الشباب ابطال العام 2020. فهم يعني حقيقه انا فخور اني اتعرفت على هؤلاء الشباب، فهم يعني عندهم مجهود كبير وعندهم طاقات جباره يقدروا يستغلوها في خدمه مجتمعاتهم. فحقيقه في حاجه انا استفدت منها ايضا عند مشاركتي في زماله مستقبل الشباب التابع لليو ان دي بي ارب ستيتس، في حاجه انها الشباب، انه الشباب هم اللي بيصنعوا المستقبل. فبالتالي انه الشباب هم الان قادرين انهم يصنعوا المستقبل لمستقبل افضل لهم هم ومستقبل افضل للاجيال القادمه. فبالتالي انه الشباب هم اللي بيصنعوا المستقبل القادم. فحقيقه يعني انا لما اشارك او انظم لبرامج شبابيه وشارك في البرامج الشبابيه والفعاليات بكون سعيد، لانه انا متاكد ومتيقن انه النشاط اللي بيعملوه الشباب ده هو مهم جدا جدا، والحاجه دي لازم تتعامل وسط الشباب، لانها تزيد معرفه الشباب، تزيد مهاراتهم القياديه في انهم يحدثوا تغيير في مجتمعاتهم. فنصيحتي للشباب ما تضيع الوقت اللي انت قاعد فيه، ما تضيعه، لانه ما مضى من الوقت لن يعود. فبقول للشباب انك ابدا الان واحدث التغيير، فمعلش انه الكهرباء هنا قاطعه وما قدرنا نفتح الكاميرا. معلش. I'm so sorry and thank you for having me.
شكرا يا أستاذ علي ولا يهمك. So Liri, allow me to translate what Mr. Ali has said and also what has Mr. Yaya said. احنا كان معانا يحيى سو من جامبيا، هو مهتم جدا بالعمل البيئي، وكمان هو مؤمن جدا بقدرات الشباب. المنظمة بتاعته بتأهل الشباب خصوصا الطلبة اللي في المدارس على كيفية العمل الحاجات اللي هي صديقة للبيئة، وإزاي يتعلموا مهارات وحاجات يدوها للناس لما يخلصوا المدرسة ويروحوا الجامعة، يبقى الفكر ده منتشر يعني مثبت معاهم وينشروه كثقافة في الجامعات. كمان هو المدير الإقليمي لمنظمة African Youth Architects، والحقيقة المنظمة دي كانت المختلف اللي فيها إن هي حبت إن هي تكرم الشباب على مستوى إفريقيا، فبقت تشوف الشباب اللي ليه تأثير في المجتمعات الإفريقية وكرموهم السنة اللي فاتت، وهي دي الجائزة اللي أنا خدتها السنة اللي فاتت في 2019 أنا آسفة. والسنة دي للأسف الشديد علشان كورونا، فالتكريمات بتاعت السنة دي تم تأجيلها. كمان هم المنظمة مش بس هدفها ان هي تكرم الشباب بس، لكن هدفها انها كمان تساعد الناس اللي هي في المناطق النائية واللي ما بتوصلهاش خدمات. والحقيقة خليني اقول لكم هنا ان انا لما رحت جامبيا علشان اتكرم، كانت احد فعاليات التكريم قبل الحفل بتاع التكريم ان احنا رحنا منطقة ريفية بتبعد عن العاصمة بساعتين او ساعتين ونص، ورحنا هناك. كانت حملة توعية للآباء إن إحنا إزاي نقول للآباء ودوا ولادكم المدارس ما تطلعوهمش منها، لأن للأسف الشديد في ظاهرة منتشرة في أفريقيا إن الآباء هم اللي بيطلعوا أولادهم من المدارس لما ما بيقدروش يتحملوا المصاريف، أو ممكن تكون المدارس مش موجودة أصلا. يعني ممكن في كل محافظتين تلاقوا مدرسة، فالمشقة أو العناء اللي بيتكبدها الطفل علشان يروح المدرسة بتخلي الوالد أو الوالدة تقول لا خلاص أنا مش هودي ابني المدارس وخلاص، يعني الموضوع بعيد، الموضوع يعني عبء شديد. في الفعالية دي جبنا محافظ المنطقة دي واتكلمنا معاه، وجبنا رجال أعمال وقعدنا معاهم وخليناهم يبنوا مدرستين في المكان، وفي نفس الوقت جبنا أولياء الأمور وقلنا لهم المدرسة هتبقى موجودة، فانتوا ما تخرجوش ولادكم. ودي كانت فعاليه من فعاليات الجائزه، وهم كملوا بقى، يعني هم كملوا ده في على مدار العام، بيعملوا مبادرات عديدة تدعم الأطفال خصوصا في مجال التعليم. بعده كان معانا أستاذ علي عثمان من السودان، وانتوا طبعا سمعتوه، فأنا هترجم بالإنجليش بقى اللي هو قاله. So I'm gonna now translate what Mr. Ali Osman has been said. He was talking about the use of the potential of youth. He believed that we as African youth have the potential and we are so active, but these activities, what we are doing is not enough. We have to collaborate more. We have to fight against corruption, against terrorism, against the extremism, polarization, and so on and so forth. Also, he stressed on that now, after the era of after COVID-19 is challenging, so and now everything is turned into a virtual world. So we are now gathering from all over the world on the Zoom meeting, and we can discuss and we can collaborate and exchange ideas and experiences. So we have to use the tools we have in order to achieve our visions, and not to let anything to stop us. We have to collaborate together, to work together, and to think together in order for us to have the effective collective work that impact Africa in a positive way. So now I think I will go back to Leary.
Yes, thank you very much. Sorry for not giving you the chance when Mr. Yaya finished. We'll go to next speaker, Mr. Yoel from South Sudan. Mr. Yoel? There's a break in your network, I think. Can you try again?
Thank you so much, guys.
All right.
Oh, okay. All right. Hello,
Mr. Yoel? Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you. You can go ahead.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Okay. So I will start by saying, okay, all right. So I will start it by saying that psychology say life, it does not make any sense without interdependence. So it is our collective responsibility, we, the young people of this continent, to make things happen. And I would like to say that I would like to introduce myself a bit. Like my name is Yoel Gatpot from South Sudan. I am a founding director of PAPA, Pan-African Peacemaker Alliance. It's a youth-led organization. You can even meet with. I really want to be in that journey. Even whereas I see some people like the light that we really. Back to my journey, it's not about people gonna call you a boss or whatever or what on that. So leadership is all about training. It's about coaching. It's about guiding, giving a guide, coaching a young, to be a real leader, to inspire all those people in another way. I was spent my life, in Ethiopia, for more than a decade and a half. So I was there, and then life was really tough though. it was really tough. It's not easy, you know, to survive even, or to advocate or to be an activist there. So I tried my level best, you know, to go outside there and going to the camps where most of the young people who are really Sudanese there, even because even the language itself, you know, there is very hard. People are speaking in Amharic, so the young people who are really there, they are really suffering though. And I tried, you know, I organized myself, you know, I organized my old stuff, you know, to go there and to make things happen. And then I start my activism there. So when I started, you know, it really pushed me, and it became me, you know, to be more passionate about peace. When people are talking about peace, you know, I can go, you know, closer to them and pay my attention to them. So I want to capture the inside, the inner peace after that. And then after that, you know, the year 2019 was documented by the African Union as the year of refugee and returnees. So voluntarily, you know, I decided to go back home and do something for the sake of my community and to advocate for peace, you know, to fight for peace and social justice and social injustice here in South Sudan. So after that, you know, when I came in 2019, you know, it was really hard for me, you know, even to adopt the lifestyle of the people, because we we've been at war for more than like 5 or 6 years, you know, since 2013. So it's very hard, you know. Even people is going to say, "Oh, who are you?" and whatever. So they are just asking me always a lot of questions. Yeah, it was hard for me. And then after that, you know, I tried to handle it. I tried to ask myself that, okay, it's all in me, the answer, even whether it will be yes or no or whatever. So I'm the captain of my home life. And then after that, you know, I decided, you know, it was there scene I was in Ethiopia as an idea, but when I came, I just using a lot of things, you know, because I volunteer myself a lot and whatever, you know, I like volunteerism. So that's why it pushed me, you know, to come up with that initiative called FANAF, co-founder of Nile Youth Development Action. Here, a person of the civil society, you know, even to advocate for human rights, for civic space or whatever, to defending the rights of the citizen, or even you yourself, you know, if you want to go to advocate, to talk like the way that activists are, the way that activists are being, you know, preaching and talking on whatever. So it's very hard, like freedom of expression. So I came up with that initiative and we formed it as a coalition. It's a coalition of going well right now. And you know, second is that I become, and I was nominated by the youth organization, South Sudan Youth Organization Coalition, you know, to be as an advisory, as an advisor to the National Youth Union in South Sudan. It's really amazing, you know. I was like, oh, this is a big position, like, because you know, really look into your wisdom, the way that you guys are you doing, the way that you are really doing things. So up to confident by them, and you know, training young people on conflict resolution, and also, you know, trauma healing and all, because by the proportion I'm a psychologist, so I did psychology, and then I also integrate those psychology issue into my work. So it really helped me more, you know, to reach out into going deeply into the camp, because we have more than like 6 IDPs. I have an called health help someone across here, to getting those young people, they are really suffering, It's very hard. Life is frustrating though. And then I try to give my free time to them and coaching them, especially on my free time, especially on Saturday and Sunday. So, and even too, then I went there, I talked to them, and even I used to talk on radio talk show, to talk about the stress, and also to talk about, especially talking about mental health issue, especially in our country, because we've been at war for more than, like, people are really traumatized and whatever. So it's very hard though. It's very hard. And also I'm the alumni of YALI, the regional one, the East African one. So it's really life, and my journey, to be a really leader. So I think I will not go and talk more on those, on the experiences, on whatever. So, but my advice to young people, is just, it's not simple. It's not something that we can just saying that this is the advice that I want to give you guys. So we are here just to inspire them. We are here just to coach them, because I'm very grateful for you guys because you are doing amazing. You have been doing amazing thing, outside there. So it's really good. So my advice to you guys, to young people who are over there, even in all over the African and the Arab world and whatever. So, look, if you want to be a leader, it is up to you. It is your choice, depending on you. If you want to answer him that, yes, I should do this, because leader always, should saying that, yeah, it is under your command, right? So be the commander in chief. Don't think that maybe other. So second is that, leader have you must have a boundaries. You try to set your own boundaries. After that, you will really know yourself in that, exactly that this is me. So leadership started with you. It started with you, man. Don't think that maybe all those people and whatever. And most of the people now, they are talking about the leadership and leadership. Most of the people fear to take up the responsibility. Leadership is all about taking responsibility outside there. To get outside of your comfort zone and to go to search for hardest thing that you want to go with it. And then after that, you were realizing that exactly that, oh, this is very hard, but why not? I will do it, and I will and I will succeed on that. So don't think like you are too small, think like big. It will stop you, thinking your own legacy. You try to build your own kingdom. You try to be you. Because second to that, leadership is all about integrity. You try to talk in an integrity way. Be honest to yourself. Be honest to your people. Be honest to the young people who are outside there. And then after that, they will exactly know that, oh, this guy is really amazing, Because nowadays there are some people who are just taking up all the stuff outside there, and then they will saying, they will call themselves that, yeah, we are leader. Of course, we are leader, but don't try to die as a follower. You try to die as a leader, You try to an outreach of humanity. Because it is very important nowadays. It's very rare nowadays, to get people who are really believe in humanity, way of thinking on whatever. So, and they are ignoring things. They are ignoring people. For example, you can see people dying outside there. And if you have capacity, to help them up, and then you will ignore those things, those stuff. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to people, And second to that, now we are in the Afro and Arab. Last 2019 and around March, I went to Egypt for the Arab and African Youth Platform. It was amazing, guys. It was really amazing. I really like that one. I really like it. More people from Iraq, all over the world, all over the Arab world. You know, let try to change the narrative. Let try to change the scenario. You know, because most of the people they saying that, oh, you are African, I'm Arab, and whatever and whatever. So those things, you know, we the youth of today, you know, I'm really fraud, because now we are in the world where we communicate easily. We are in the world where, you know, we share our ideas easily, you know. At that moment, as I was there in Egypt, you know, I feel like I was at home, you know, because most of the people would share a concept. Even I try to share even I was trying, wow, I was not gonna go back to Ethiopia because I was in Ethiopia by then. So it's something that I got there. That's a kind of like we, the young people in Africa. And second is that let us come up with different initiatives, with different platform where we can build, where we can help our Agenda 2033, you know, to merge, you know, in our continent before those old folks. Second is that, you know, if we are really hungry with our old project, you know, let us try to work. Let us try to think outside the box. For example, I believe that South Sudan is my village, right? It's the same like my village, and Africa is my home. Like the Hassan of Egypt quoted last year. It was really amazing. Let us think on that way. Let us work together, you know, to make things happen. Young people who are over there, you know, they are really feel, you know, isolated sometimes. And let us create more volunteer work. I volunteer for more than 6 years, guys. 6 years I volunteer without any incentive. It is because I want, you know, I want to get knowledge. I want to expose myself into the leadership, particularly because leadership is all about service. It's not about the position. It's not about the position. It's about service. You know, giving first to the people, serving people. You know, I went to hospital. I translate language. I translate our local language to those subjects and whatever. So I volunteer myself a lot, you know. Let us encourage our young guide, you know, to study in that way. And then after that, you know, they will gonna build their skill and whatever. So, and then after that, you know, it will help them more. And second, and my last, you know, advice, appreciate, guys, it's very important. You cannot be a leader while you are not appreciating anyone. So you try to appreciate, and then when you appreciate, you know, people will you will build even the country. If someone just did something wrong and whatever, so just appreciate that. Appreciate it, say, okay, it is good. And then after that, you know, if it is in public, you try to praise, you try to give, you will feel confident. He will come back to you and say, oh, thank you so much. And then after that, you know, you will go into just to say, oh, Mr. Ego, Mr. What? So you did this wrong, you did that one, and whatever. So she will go in, or she will go in just to, you know, to arrange those posts, you know, in his based on his own that universe. So going to appreciate. Second is that we don't appreciate our thing, we don't appreciate our heritage, you don't appreciate our heroes, you don't appreciate our youth, you don't appreciate on whatever. I really love that you guys, you come up with this kind of top 30 youth Afro-Arab champion and whatever. It's very amazing. So nowadays, in my country, you know, people are really now. I become known and known than before, and people saying that, oh, y'all, what's up, man? What happened? What is all about a top 30 and whatever? And then I will explain them. Oh, that's very good. Congratulations and whatever. So it's very important, you know, to recognize our effort to recognize our youth to appreciate those things. If it is small, it's big here, guys. It's very big here. So I would like, to talk to you more about those encouragement, to appreciate or to recognize our indigenous people and all things. If we really want the Agenda 2033, to come, really, because we are here. Because now there's many people who are calling themselves like they are Pan-Africanists. Being a Pan-Africanist is not about all being in politics or whatever. No, you can be a Pan-Africanist who is defending the African value, commerce, and whatever, based on anything. And second is that when we go to the Arab, we need those. We were in a funnel with by then we asked him a lot of questions on what he told her that yes, in Egypt, sometimes people they don't call themselves African, but now it's amazing, they are starting calling themselves African because they have the way that people are coming from African and people from Egypt are going there and wherever, and Egypt is a part of African, right? So we need to preach those harmonious word, to our people and whatever, so to create love and whatever. Even we can start even. So it's really amazing, it is up to us, we the young people, to decide that our people calling themselves are the leader of today. We are really mean a world leader, to lead. It's not to be a boss of your kingdom. So finally, I would like to say thank you so much indeed for inviting us, to this Ubuntu talk. I call in that it's a Ubuntu talk. It's really amazing. And you guys, don't keep silent. Let us change our concept and whatever. So we will keep communicating. Yeah, we will keep sharing our idea. We will keep helping ourselves on our project. So thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yoel. Thank you very much for that. And Miss Heba, I think you can do the translation. I hope you have managed to get.
I cannot translate
most of
all of that, yes, but I'm gonna make it quick. هي مستر يوال من جنوب السودان. هو الحقيقة إن هو عايش معظم عمره في إثيوبيا، ومعيشته في إثيوبيا خليته يحس بالمعاناة اللي بيعيشها أي شاب متغرب. فأول ما حس إن هو المفروض يعمل حاجة، أول حاجة عملها راح لمخيمات اللاجئين اللي على الحدود الإثيوبية السودانية علشان يساعد الشباب، لأن هم طبعا كانوا في حالة من الإحباط واليأس وما إلى ذلك. فحاول إن هو يغير الإحساس ده، وحاول إن هو يديهم تاني ثقة في نفسهم، وحاول كمان إن هو من خلال الصحة النفسية يديلهم زي علاج، يعني علاج أو يحاول يخليهم منغمسين في نشاطات أو مشتركين في نشاطات علشان يخرجوا من الحالة اللي هم فيها، وخصوصا كمان في ظل صعوبة التواصل بينهم وبين الإثيوبيين، لأن الإثيوبيين بيتكلموا أمهري. فطبعا اختلاف اللغات ده برضو كان عائق كبير جدا، وخلى الشباب يحسوا إن هم برضو محبطين. الحقيقة هو عمل نشاطات كتير جدا، اشترك في حاجات كتير، بس أهم حاجة عنده كانت هي فكرة بناء السلام، وإن الشباب يستغلوا طاقتهم لبناء السلام، وإن علشان يتم بناء السلام وتحقيق الأهداف أجندة 2063 لازم الشباب يكونوا ليهم دور فاعل فيها، وده بيتم عن طريق التعاون والتكامل بين الشباب. كمان أكد على إن أنت لازم تكون القائد مش التابع. لو إحنا عمالين نقول للشباب خدوا مهارات قيادة وتعلموا مهارات قيادة، بس وماذا بعد؟ هل أنت بتتعلم مهارات القيادة دي وبرضه بتظل تابع؟ مالكش الشخصيه بتاعتك او مالكش الرؤيه بتاعتك او مالكش الاهداف بتاعتك، ده طبعا بيتنافى مع اللي انت اتعلمته. ولو ده يعني لو انت بس بتتعلم وبتاخد كورس، مش دي مش ده الانجاز ان انت تطبق اللي انت اتعلمته. انا مش عايزه اطول اكتر من كده، فخلينا نروح للمتحدث القادم، وهو استاذ ابراهيم من مصر. Now we have the next speaker, Mr. Ibrahim from Egypt. So, Mr. Ibrahim, the floor is yours. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I would like to thank you so much, and I really appreciate and thank all the people that waited all this time. Okay, so I thank Guardians of Afro-Arab Leadership, and also I thank Magazine of Mastermind and all the people here participating in this meetup. So my name is Ibrahim Bahnasi. I am graduated in Faculty of Agriculture, and I am a co-founder in Orgo for Environmental Education. And I am self-employed, and I would like to share with you my story. So before going to the college, exactly at the secondary school stage, I was I was having some little old environment and climate change and all the issues that relating with the environment and pollution and something like that. And as time is passing toward the college period, exactly the year before going to the college, I was studying geology and environmental science. It contains a lot of valuable information, and also it made me closer to be interested and passionate about something called environmental science. So actually, then I have no idea about these sciences, or I don't know anything about something called environmental protection or nature conservation. Actually, I was really poor in the knowledge. So with the beginning of the I really before going to I hope to actually to study this science, but it's according to our system in Egypt. You know, we should get or earn specific degrees to join a specific college. So actually, I didn't get the degrees to join the college that that teaching the environmental sciences, and then I was sad for that. Then I decided to join the Faculty of Agriculture, and I forget about these interests and climate change and like that, and I started to begin in another field. And I also still have the love, I have the passion for these sciences, and time is passing, and really I was interesting more than that. I think that agriculture is related to also many topics and contents for environment. So I have met some African guys in my college, and they supported me a lot and encouraged me very much. And I also meet some friends from Rwanda. He told me, when you have some dreams or you have goals in your life, nothing can prevent you from achieving it. No one in the world can prevent you from achieving your dreams. And also he told me that you have to know yourself. If you really know yourself and can define yourself, you will know the things that you are created for in this life. So I was really amazing and inspired by him so much, and I kept in mind these words. And then after 2 years from joining the college, my sister told me, Hey Ibrahim, come with me. I am going and engaging in some activities in cultural institutes. They are making workshops in planting and saving the environment, something like that. I think you will really like this. I told her, okay, let's go and to see what we can do. And then I was participating in these activities, and also was working with them, and I was helping them with the coordination or something like organizing these events. It was every Saturday, and then actually this period it was for me for the first time to be joined in the civil society, to be participating in the community, something like that, and also volunteering and things like that. So after some times, I decided to join this community. I told them I want to volunteer with you. I really like this your projects and what you do, and I have more to add for you. And then I tried to be with them, also giving presentation, giving workshops, and helping with them because we have the same field here, and also I have known many friends with same interest for me. And then after this beginning of engaging in this kind of activities, I also try to get scholarships and internships in other fields, and know many friends like me. And then sometimes we created some teams. I told them, hello, how are you? Are you interested in the environment and climate change? Yes, me too. So what we can do, you know that we are doing some workshops in planting and exactly community garden, which collect people together to help each other for the generation of a garden and promote skills and experiences. So we created a team, and surprisingly, I didn't know that I have made a team. And then we have some goals, we have some objectives to apply. We try to put our goals and also to be different of other people's, to avoid repeating any ideas or repeating any goals of or any actions or activities like other startups or like are giving some workshops. We have put our target audience as the kids because they are the future generation, as we know. And then we have went off. Let's go. We doing some workshops, so we can apply our sciences in the faculty to be simple for the kids. So we simplify the content practically and theoretically, and we put some workshops and apply it. We go to some fields, offline activities, something like that, and then we started to market this online on several social media platforms. And then uh, we have reached this. I told myself, oh my God, I have reached some of my dreams. This was an old dreams. I like the environment, and I really interested in these sciences. I want to study it, and then I'm in agriculture and something like that. I think now I'm very close to it, but in another way, not studying, but also but engaging in the civil society. And then after that, I I became the co-founder with my other friends, and now we have several goals. We have many things. We are creating a unique education for the kids. It's kind of non-formal education also. So we have to put some new culture of thinking, or something like new kind of thinking, which encourages that we have to save something environment. As I am was interested in this sector or this, we I mean these kind of issues and problems that nobody else like me in the past. I don't know participating. I was just like a receiver person, just participate in events and workshops, and know about something called climate change and these issues. But I was not deeply engaged. I was not deeply included in this before just establishing our startup. So we in Orgo, or it's called Orgo Startup, we are providing many services, workshop projects, and also we are encouraging environmental products. And also we are so happy to be with anyone and to share together or exchange our experiences and to make projects and collaborations. And also after that, I also have one thing about Africa. As long as I believe in Africa and Africans, I have dealt with these people a lot in my college. They are so kind. They are so genius, and I was closer to them. I would like to engage with them, go any workshops or go any activities like sessions, something like that. And I have known many people of them. And also, I believe in Africa. Actually, I want to expand or spread our this my interest throughout Africa to see hopeful impact for us all. So this is briefly about my movements, and now I want to say that some of my writing, I want to say that at any moment, during any moment of your life, keep in mind all the things that makes you feel you love them, or makes you feel you belong. It's whatever this thing is. It's a person or any movie scene or song or of a place, situation or feeling. Uh, when you say, "Oh my God, this is good! Wow, this is amazing!" So this is comes from your heart, coming from your soul that you like this. You try to include these things from life. Try to put it in your career or your life so you can be happy and you achieve your goals that you want. And this is the how to know yourself. This is how to be yourself. And then if you didn't get what you want, if you think that the door you want to achieve, the destination you want to go is closed, don't give up. Don't give up, and just search or just look for any related kind of this field or is this interest, and at the end you will go and you will reach your destinations, use the original destination that you want. And just trust in yourself strongly. Don't give up on your dreams easily. Don't allow anybody to disappoint you. Just believe in yourself and trust yourself, and if you really did that, you will reach at the end. And I thank you so much for this, and I would like to be not the last time with you, and I'm looking forward to a lot of meeting again, and thank you so much. I'm with you for any question.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Heba. Can you take up translation, or do we bring in Mr. Jokers?
I think Mr. Jokis is not here, but we have
Okay.
Mr. Felicio. So we can go with our last speaker, Mr. Felicio from Ghana. Mr. Felicio, are you here?
Everyone can hear me. Can I go ahead? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, but it's
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I would like to first of all thank everybody for being here. Hey, what were you saying? Hello, Heba.
Yes, Felicio. I can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Okay. So I wanna, and I would like to start off by saying my leadership journey began, I would say somewhere around 2016 or 2015, where my elder sister used to try and attend. Is the reason
Felicio,
she
I'm
has been
so sorry,
engaging.
but your voice is cutting off badly. We cannot hear
Whoa.
you clearly.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yes, it's okay now.
Hello, is it better now? Okay. So I was saying that my leadership journey began somewhere around 2015. I'll bring it to you, where I'll see my sister go for these international conferences, attend and speak at these functions, and I'll ask her what is the reason why she's attending these places, and she will say that it's because she's been engaging with youth activities and trying to change the mentality of youth as to how they view volunteering, view Africa, and change the concepts that they have about it. And for me, at the beginning, it was like I should do this so that I also get to be traveling and see many places, not look at the benefits of empowering in activities and stuff. So that was some 2016, and luckily for me, I got accepted into a Young African Leaders Initiative. That was somewhere around 2018, because I've been engaging in activities related to youth entrepreneurship and volunteering my time, and that's how it has been for me. And I think I don't know what to say now. So basically, that's how my journey has begun with leadership began. Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Felicio.
Yes. So that's basically how my leadership journey began. So I've met with people, and through that we came with this Young African Change Makers. That was in Egypt, 2018, and what we do is to speak to youth about the Africa Agenda 2063 and change their concept as well, their mentality, how they conceptualize Africa, and how we can attain the Agenda 2063. And we've done seminars, we've done empowerment programs for them, and that's how I think, in order to keep it short, that's what we've been doing at the Young African Change Makers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That was short and precise. Just to finish up, Miss Heba, please can you go with the translation, and then I think we can open for question and answer before we close off.
Yes, Leary, thank you, and thank you, Felicio, for your short speech. And we are sorry for the technical problems that you are facing, guys. It's really challenging, I know. Now I'll translate into Arabic what Mr. Ibrahim and Mr. Felicio have mentioned. كان معانا إبراهيم من مصر. إبراهيم مهتم جدا بالعمل التطوعي وخصوصا في المجال البيئة. عمل الستارت اب بتاعته او الشركه الناشئه بتاعته اسمها اورجو. هدفها إن هي بتوعي الشباب بقضايا البيئة والتغير المناخي وما إلى ذلك. الموضوع ما بقاش بس خاص بالشباب، لا ده هم كمان توسعوا إن هم يقدموا الكونتنت أو المحتوى اللي بيقدموه للشباب لكمان Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just went out. خليني أكمل تاني. فالمحتوى بس مش بيقدموه، ما كانش بيقدمه بس للشباب، وكمان بيقدمه للأطفال. والحقيقة هو كان وجه عدة رسائل للشباب بيقول لهم إن أنتوا دايما دوروا على محل شغفكم واتبعوا الشغف ده ونموا نفسكم وقدراتكم فيه. في ورش عمل كتيرة، في كورسات كتيرة. كمان اعرفوا أكتر الناس واحرصوا على إن أنتوا تكونوا في تواصل دائم مع ناس حتى من جنسيات مختلفة. هو على المستوى الشخصي اللي أثر فيه كان شاب من أوغندا. هو اللي عرفه ان هو ازاي يتبع حدسه وازاي يؤمن بقدراته ونفسه. ونصح الشباب ان هم دايما يشتغلوا على نفسهم ويؤمنوا بقدراتهم وما يخلوش اي حاجه او اي حد او اي عقبه او تحدي تخليهم يقفوا قدامهم علشان ما يحققوش احلامهم. بعدها كان معانا فيليسيو من غانا. وفيليسيو الحقيقه برضو اتكلم عن تجربته في ان هو يكون قائد. واتكلم ان هو القياده دي هي اللي خلته حضوره للعدد من المؤتمرات والفعاليات سواء الاقليميه او الدوليه. هو ده اللي خلاه يقدر يكتشف نفسه، ولما اكتشف نفسه عرف هو عايز ايه، فحب ينقل الخبره دي للشباب الاخرين. هو عضو مؤسس في منظمة بتقدم العديد من الكورسات والمهارات الذاتية، ومهارات مش بس القيادة، لا كمان المهارات التعلم الذاتي. كمان بيدي زي كورسات توعوية بأجندة 2063 بأهداف التنمية المستدامة. بيعرف الشباب أكتر على الأجواء الإقليمية والدولية علشان الشباب يشتغلوا بناء على الأجندة دي أو يكيفوا شغلهم بناء على الأجندات دي سواء الإقليمية أو الدولية. I think I'm done now, so back to you, Leary.
All right, that's great. Thank you very much for all the speakers that came through today. It was a jam-packed event. I hope everybody managed to pick something. And just to wrap up now, maybe we can open the floor for dear participants that have been patient, that have been listening, and that gave up their time to be able to join this this event. Thank you very much to you guys. We're going to open the floor for questions. Anyone that has any particular question or maybe just a contribution, something that you want to share, please do raise your hands or just put your question in the chat box so that we can be able to move a bit faster. Having said that, I think we can start with Mr. Aliyu. Hello, sir.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Hope you are all doing good.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, I think I have a question to one of the speakers. But I think maybe it is unfortunate because I seen maybe the speaker have went down. But anyway, I can ask the question, which of course includes Mrs. Heba, who is right here with us. So am I free to continue?
Yeah, sure.
Certainly,
go ahead.
You can go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank the guidance of AfroArab leadership for firstly for organizing this great event. Even though as of yesterday, I didn't get chance to attend yesterday's program. Rather, I attended it on Facebook via live video because the connection was very poor. But anyway, I'm going to thank the guardians of Afro-Arab leadership for organizing such a great event. And secondly, I would like to ask Mrs. Heba a question.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Please, since the starting of this program, as of today's program, I didn't see a single speaker from my home country, Nigeria.
Because you didn't attend yesterday. Yesterday we have 2 speakers from Nigeria. So if you get back to our live video, you will find Victor and you will find Ojo, and both of them are from Nigeria.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm very happy to hear that. And that's all I can say for now.
Okay, thank you. Leary, take it away.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for that contribution. Miss Ezru.
Hi,
Is
it's
that
Isra.
okay today?
No, it's not. Actually,
How did you say it again? Please, one more time.
it's Isra. Okay, I know.
Isra.
Yes, it's exactly like this. It's exactly like
Okay. Yep.
done.
All right. Please
Actually,
take
I
it
was
away, ma'am.
reading her name and I thought it was Leroy. I thought it is like this, but when I heard Hiba saying Larry, so maybe we're all having the same issue considering our pronunciations.
Well,
It's okay.
you were kind of correct. My version is the French one, and then you can also say it in English in that other way.
So it's in French, Leroy. Is it right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, that's good. Okay, so first of all, I want to thank you all once more for this super wow event, and let me sum up some words that I've heard during those couple of hours. But like, if the chance doesn't exist, create it and get out of your comfort zone. I heard some passionate and energetic speeches and stories. Um, Thanks to Pofa from Sierra Leone. He had an inspirational speech, and once he was moving with his camera, I thought that he's going to show us some place or I don't know, but I thought about why not we have our cameras moving with us to see our places, our country. I don't know, but I thought that I have this passion to know more about the places in Africa because we get to know not only for the science or for the knowledge, but I think that we need to get more involved through the cultures. So why don't we have a meetup like this? I don't know. This is something that I want to have. And another thing that I thought about when I was listening to Tawanda, and he had a new brand considering the sportswear, African sportswear, and I thought, why not we have a new brand for African clothes for girls? Like I love the African fashions, and when we have been in the World Youth Forum, and I met different people from Africa, and I really liked the culture that was so appearing in the clothes, and that was so inspirational. So why not? I think one day we will be having our own new brand, African new brand. Um, and also, I want to thank everyone that was talking, like giving some positive speeches, like to never give up. And like Mr. Ali, though he had no electricity, he is still there and he's still in with us. So this is so inspirational. I think that doesn't, يعني, I mean, you should not make anything stop you. Just move on and get more connected and engaged. This is how you have your own passion and you follow it. I think so. Thank you so much, and I need يعني, you to answer me if we can have like a meetup, yes, with our cameras moving in some inspirational places in our countries to get more involved in the cultures of each others. Thank you, and sorry for being so talkative like this.
No, that's fine. And thank you very much for the suggestions. I think I have and the other guys are noting this. I think this would be like a really great idea to follow, especially on having a
Let-
meetup where you're just traveling around and showing each other the beautiful places in our countries. That's
yeah,
wonderful. And Mr. Tawanda, I hope you're still with us.
let me. I think I'm the one who who didn't show up. So thank you so much, the last speaker. My connection, is very poor, is weak. Even if I was just at the moment, I was trying to connect it with my computer and whatever. So it's very hard a bit. So that's why, I didn't show up on video camera. So I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm the guide of Papa whatever. So I'm sorry for that. So next time, I promise you, and even I will show you the river Nile. That the Nile itself.
That's wonderful, sir. That's wonderful. Thank you very much, and for the dedication and the commitment to make sure that you are with us through everything. And like I was saying, Mr. Tawanda, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm still here. Unfortunately, I can't
I
do
hope
video anymore.
it's okay. I hope you could hear the suggestion from Mrs. Ezra.
No, definitely, I did, and I'll definitely actually be in touch with her and maybe discuss more.
All right,
So thank you.
that's wonderful. Anyone else with a question or a contribution? I think we have all had our time, right? All right. So I think
Yeah,
it's
can
all
I?
okay. All right.
Okay, what I am just about to say is that I'm very in support of Miss Ezra. I don't know if I have spoken the name correctly, even though the name sounds a bit hard. So I'm very in support of her, and I will very love it to have a discussion is, but is I urge the guardians of a newsletter, since they have all our emails, they can create a newsletter where they can be communicating to us, because the last program they have, I missed it. So if they can create a newsletter where they will be sending some information, maybe weekly news, maybe blogs from some of the since I think they have many volunteers.
Yes, certainly. Oh, sorry for the.
That is a good suggestion that it's going to help the organization to look forward. Since maybe when the also that we can't afford to miss the program. I hope my
Yes,
guest will be.
yes. We just sorry for the break in your communication, but I think we could pick what you're talking about. Having a way of communicating with people regularly through maybe a journal or something like that. And someone had asked, I think it's Mr. Abdul Razak, he asked if Guardians of Arab for Arab Leadership has a website. For now, we are on Facebook and LinkedIn, which also touches into what Mr. Aliu was saying. You can get in touch with us on those platforms. You can always be updated with what we're doing. Hopefully, I hope I'm not being rushed, Miss Herba. Maybe we might have a blog or a website soon, hopefully. But for now, Mr. Aliu and Mr. Abdul Razak and everybody else, please follow us on Facebook, Guardians of Afro-Arab Leadership. Also the same on LinkedIn, where we update. I think almost every day we have a post on whatever is going on, or what we're planning, and other issues that are of importance. So with that being said, all that's left for me to say is Maitabasa. That is thank you in my language. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming through. Thank you very much for being a part of this event over the past 2 days. It's been amazing having you guys. I'll leave the floor to Miss Heba to close off.
Thank you, Larry, for being a great host, and thank you all our speakers that took from their valuable time to be here with us. Also for the patience of the participants and for their valuable contributions. I just want to comment on what Mr. Ali said and Mr. Hussein. As per the newsletter, we are working already on it, and as per the blog and the website, it's ongoing process. We decided to have that, and I think Leary didn't want to give you the surprise, so we are going to instruct and initiate a website for us soon. But it takes time because of the these technical issues and these technical preparations. So soon, inshallah, hopefully, we are going to launch our website. But as for now, like Leary said, we have our Facebook, and we are active on Facebook. Every day we have a post, and we saw all your messages. And whenever we have a program, we post, when we open the registration, we post about it days before it, so you can keep in touch and you can register to attend it. I think I saw another message, another question about our upcoming programs. Actually, we have a very, very rich upcoming programs concerning a lot of things that is happening around us now. Most of them hopefully will be concerned about this interaction between us, like to provide more space and more webinars for us to talk about the youth, each and every country, in order for us to know more about each other. And I think this will be in the line with Isra has mentioned, to not only to talk about leadership and capacity building programs and changing experiences, and not only that, but also to get to know more about our culture, because the culture is the soft power of every country, and we have a very rich heritage and a very rich knowledge to share with each other. So I thank you so much for everything, and I thank you for being patient with us and for participating in yesterday and today. And stay tuned for our upcoming program, and don't forget to follow our Facebook, Guardians of Afro-Arab Leadership, and the same name on LinkedIn. Have a blessed night, and goodbye.